Hello and welcome to all members of the Ray White Group attending this Unlocking the Vault Express webinar. My name is Tamara Ortiz, and in the next couple of minutes, I am going to show you all about how to track keys using the new key tracking system in VaultRE. So I'm just going to close this down and get my Vault screen open, and let's get right into it. So the new VaultRE platform gives us the ability to track keys in a way that we didn't really have before. So first of all, I'm just going to bring a property up the top here. I'm just going to search for the property at the top of the screen now to bring up a property for us to use for today's example for our keys. So I'll use this one here, 61 Temple Street. We've got it in the system as both for sale and for lease, remembering now that we obviously had the one property record with the multiple lives underneath. I'm going to show you the sales side of the property today, but obviously we can use this in the leasing side just as effectively. You'll notice when we're in the property now, we have our keys button available here. So I'm just jumping straight into this key section here. You can see I have previously added a key into the system here. So yours would currently have nothing on this screen. So to add a new key into the system or to be adding a key for the first time, what we're going to do is we're going to press this add new key button down the bottom here. You can see it's got the status that the key is currently in, which means it's in our office. So I'm going to want to give my key ID here. So you can see I've just put the next key number in. So whatever key number your office uses to refer to that particular property and that set of keys. You can give the key a actual color as well if you want to. And I do really like this section. So it asks you to give a description of the keys. So I might put in here one remote entrance. Like so. Obviously you don't have to be as detailed as that if you want to, but it just really helps us track that as well and make sure that we have all of the keys at all times. So now I'll press my save button here, and you'll see that it's now added that key into the system for me. So I now have two key sets for this particular property. So then from here, I can now start to track these keys in the system. So we have our key tracking notes happening down the bottom, which tells you when keys are being added in, being checked out, and you can manually add key tracking notes as well if you want to. I'll show you what purpose they really hold in a moment, but I guess first of all, we're wanting to check a set of keys out of the system. So I'm going to press my checkout button here, and I am going to put that the status is that my key is out, and I want to choose who has checked these keys out. So if it was a particular staff member in my office, I could select which staff member took the set of keys, or alternatively here, I will use a contact or supplier. So I'm going to choose, let's go this one. Let's see if this will work for me. Let's say that, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Really start to work in a second. ABC Realty. There we go. So we're going to say that another agent from ABC Realty has come and collected these set of keys. Again, I can put more bits and pieces in here, but I'm actually not going to right now because this is all I really need to do. I'm going to press save here, and we can see that that has not updated. Let me just refresh that. And we can see now that set of keys has now been checked out. It's currently not with us, and who it's actually been checked out by. So then from here, obviously it's down the bottom in our key tracking notes area. And we could also jump into view this particular company here as well if we needed to follow this up. So now my keys are out in the system. So we could be, you know, checking keys in and out as we go along. And then what we can actually do is run a report. So we have written a report for you already in the report writer section for key tracking. So if you go to reports and report writer, you will find our key register or our key report. One of those will work perfectly fine. And so if I now press my open button over here, I can generate my report to show me what keys have been checked out by who within our system. So we can see that that key has actually been checked out. So any keys that have already been checked out, we can keep an eye on this now as well to see, you know, who has keys out from the system. Is it looking like that's overdue? So that's really handy as well for us there. Then from here, I could jump back into that property to chase that set of keys up because they might have now been out of the office for a while. We could see on that report when the keys were actually checked out. So if they'd maybe been out for a couple of days or a week, we might be wanting to follow up with that particular company to ask for them to bring the keys back into us. So I can jump back over into my keys section and I can jump straight into the contact go view here and jump into ABC Realty, and I hopefully would have a phone number here so that I could then give them a call and follow up where those keys were at. Once I place that call, if they told me, yes, we're going to bring the keys back on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, depending on what day of the week it obviously was, if I jump back into the property and into the keys section, I could now add a key tracking note here and say call placed ABC Realty. Please promise whatever date tomorrow was. Let's just go the 7th of July for now. I'm going to select the key that this is attached to. So it was TAM112 because that's the one that we can see on the screen is checked out. Then I press my save and you can see that note has been posted in here. And then obviously I'm hoping that Katrina actually did organise for the keys to be brought back to me. So at that point, I can then again jump into the property, press my check-in/edit button up the top here and check those keys back in and press save. And so now that key is back in our office and ready to go. So that's how to use the key tracking system within Vault. We hope that you found today's session very helpful. Just wanting to quickly remind everybody who's online today that you can find lots of support in the Vault Hub that's available here within the Vault program. So the Knowledge Hub, and you've got some webinars available in here as well. We do also have on our whiteboard program. So I've just jumped into the Gen 5 page and I'm jumping over into whiteboard now. On whiteboard, we have a whole bunch of how-to documents to help you work through everything, lots of videos, all of that sort of thing. So do make sure that you are checking back into whiteboard and using that resource there. It's loading on my screen now. So yeah, it's just this one here, getting prepared for One System 2.0, all about embracing Vault and lots of helpful resources and other bits and pieces. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you do have any questions, please do feel free to get in contact with your local digital BDE. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and thank you for joining us.